So now it's to revisit the grave, but we don't exactly have to do that just yet. Let's go to Dalamil to finish this up. It was fun. Well, I'm glad it was fun, man. Now we're just trying to finish up all of the side quests before technically going to Origin. And then once we actually get all the side quests done, we'll be doing the DLC. We are planning on finishing the DLC and the base game tonight.
You're really going to go through with this then?
So all we realistically have to do in spring of next year is,
before
you know,
I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with.
Post 5.2 done. Made some progress in Evil Taxation. Nice.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
There you go.
It's the children.
There you go. That's all that matters, right?
To let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will.
I gotta figure out how to do that.
Ostracized forever.
Stuffy, you gotta teach me how to do the whole shout out thing. Because I am not good with that. But thank you for the shout out on Mike, guys. Thank you.
Loved.
If you guys have not checked out Mike, please do so. He is absolutely amazing. Plays a lot of RPGs, a lot of strategy.
The children would be more than welcome.
Overall, sexy and handsome individual.
I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned, and they're headed this way.
Hey, no worries, man. You go get your food. You do your, you know, you do that TLC after a long stream. I feel you.
I feel you, man. There's no time
do what you gotta do. I'll still be here.
Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any
moment. I'll still be here.
We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape.
I have access to Unreal Trials. I have still yet to do any of the Unreal Trials, PK, if I'm being honest. I have yet to do them. All the Unreal Trials are is just harder versions of just sync dungeons, or sync trials. Not ridiculous.
Tell them to prepare for a full
but
and immediate evacuation.
I haven't had the want to do them, to be completely honest.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
Alright, well, Line in the Sand, Part 2.
You have to listen to me. They're coming. You need to evacuate.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
Y'all need to get the hell out of here. Y'all really need to get the hell out of here.
It's you.
What do you
it's me.
Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment.
Yeah, and they don't care. They won't
for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak.
Jesus.
You may believe his lies, my lord.
Oh my god, these people.
We know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
I want to smack these people in the face. Like, it doesn't matter if they're a bear or not.
Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
Okay, then you just sit here and die then.
For the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that.
Okay,
now
sure.
Be off with you.
Okay, fine. You don't want to be saved. Whatever.
You're making a mistake.
Whatever. Y'all make the you guys made your bed.
If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help.
Y'all made your bed. Now you're gonna lie in it. Right. So that's y'all's problem. That is y'all's problem now. Y'all won't listen. So
what's Lubor raving about now?
Y'all won't listen. Hello, Ferda.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but They wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted. The bloody fools. Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Further! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Blue Boy is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
Still considers Lubor his friend. Even after everything, he still considers Lubor a friend.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill.
So they're White Walkers.
They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
It's you who should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Just go. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Oh yeah, Pika, welcome to
Someone's coming.
welcome to literally the purpose of this game.
Stop! You're hurting him!
And now they've hurt children. Yeah, how do y'all feel now? You frickin' hurt children.
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
Yeah, Conrad.
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Yeah, Natalie.
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly around here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going.
When the children have more common sense than the adults. Pika, you're not wrong. Not one of them can look those two kids in the eye. No, they can't.
Lubor, we have heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
What's sad, Pika?
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the
The man has
Velcroy.
kept them so protected they have no idea what Akashic are, and upon finding out he's a bear, they treat him. Yeah, exactly.
Their base of operations.
That's
Now
pretty
they're
much the
all
whole
turned, and
theme
with the
about
scout
this.
reports are
Pika
correct,
is just
heading in this
everybody hates
direction.
bears. No matter if
They are
they've been
mindless
protecting them,
monsters,
you know,
driven only by
or not. They
hate
just
and
hate
rage.
bears.
And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The
How
rest
well
of
they're
us will
taken
take
care
the
of, he is
south.
much kind of...
Both forces
Exactly.
will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is
They're
spotted.
taking the kids and let the adults to
And
burn.
as soon as it has been,
Oh, they wouldn't have
we will
burned. They would have
converge on its
just
position,
frickin'
see that it is driven back
changed.
from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchants not to waste time securing
Dave's
anything
been good,
beside
Mike.
the essentials. Preserving life
Unfortunately,
is
I
our
had
one
4.5
and only
hours
concern.
cut from my shift again today.
As long as we survive,
So,
it doesn't matter
there's
what
that.
trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be
But,
regained.
you know, other than
And
that, it's been
if
good.
anyone
I have
doubts
a
that, let
D&D
it be
session
known that
tomorrow,
the
which
Briar's
I'm very
Kiss
excited for.
stands ready to cover any losses.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into
Ah,
this
it's
plan?
fine, Mike.
Where else?
I'm
but the
used to it
most
at this point. That's why I'm
perilous
looking
place
for a
of
better
all?
job.
I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely
I get
still
some
there,
sleep, Pika.
and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
Get some sleep.
A little
If anything,
gardening.
I can help you during
Unpleasant.
stuff you stream tomorrow if you're
I
awake.
doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now
Good night,
it's simply a
Pika.
matter of doing
Sleep
it.
well.
For Dalamil.
I appreciate the lurk.
Looks like everyone's ready.
And we're just gonna teleport up here because it's no point in just wasting time with the traveling. Oh, Mike, the sword I have right now is actually the ultimate weapon for the game.
Let's go.
It's not the greatest looking sword, but its power is freaking nice.
Flood. But what's waiting for us inside?
It's really good damage. Alright, boys and girls.
Can't leave a single one alive.
Got him. They're just still waking up from a nap. Yeah, stop you waking up from a nappy nap. Alright, let's get everyone together. Come on, everyone for a group. Come on, group picture. Group picture. Come on. Come on, everyone up here. Everyone for a group picture. Come on. Come on. Everyone up here. Everyone together. Alright. Goodbye. Oh, hi! It's a big boy. Thanks, buddy. Sit, boy. Impulse. And take this. Got him. It might actually break him completely. Alright, finish it up. And we've got our always famous combo. Bolt. Bolt, Zapazuken, followed up by Giga Flare. Can't shoot with this. Ow! Sure, that wasn't nice, but you're down anyway. Bye-bye. I'm so close to leveling again. Easy.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and
Was
see
that
how
League
the
of
others
Legends?
fared.
No, that's Tournament of Failures. Sometime later. Nap was too good? Yeah, because I think you slept longer than you anticipated, didn't you,
All the
Stuffy?
we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalimil.
Sorry if I missed something. Laptop was struggling.
Allow
Oh, you're
me
fine,
to
baby.
apologize.
You can hear me. You can
After
hear me
all
through the
you have
wall.
done
So
for
if
this
anything,
town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do.
scream like an eagle if
That is
you need
not
me.
a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil.
Good.
Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil.
Damn laptop.
As you always have.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat?
Don't push it, Lubor.
How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalamil in disgrace. And now, I find myself her leader. Here. For everything.
Lubor. About the children.
Fear not. You are, of course, relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalamil.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
But at least Dalamil is finally, like, working together, dude. Like, bearer or not, they're finally working together. And like I said, that's kind of like the overarching theme of this, is just accepting people for who they are as a person, not for, you know, what they look like or what they're classified as. And that's honestly how it should be. Even in everyday life, like, it doesn't matter what people look like. It should be, you know, how someone is as a person. Alright, so now we just need to finish up some stuff. We gotta go to Lost Wing. Actually, no. Instead of going to Lost Wing, we're just gonna go to Orbella Downs. Alright, so we need to go see our good buddy Quentin. So, Mike, are you waiting to play Final Fantasy mode on this when all the DLCs come out?
Back to the stables, girl.
Quentin! How you doing, buddy?
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold.
Just a bit.
Go on, then. Propose.
I need your intellect.
You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years.
Yes.
Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask.
I mean, I would love a shepherd's pie if you got it.
None better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's
Wasn't thinking about like that at first. Just was thinking to wait to get both DLCs when the next one comes out in spring. Oh, I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Because if I can play both DLCs from the first save file, then I got them great. Then go through them on Plus, base game, on Final Fantasy mode.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads
Fair
are
enough.
far from safe.
I'm pretty sure you'll be able to. I just kind of wanted like the additional challenge of the Final Fantasy mode on top of it. I think they would, the Final Fantasy mode would have been a little bit more fun. And I'm not gonna lie. The Final Fantasy mode kicks your teeth in, man. It really does kick your teeth in. Okay, so now we go finish off this, which is the gateway quest to the actual DLC. So in order for you to actually get the actual mission to do the DLC, you have to complete, and when there's a will, there's a way, or there's a will. And I think there's like one other, but I don't think it's the Inconvenient Truth. When I turn the Inconvenient Truth in, we'll unlock our final hunt. I know that for a fact. We have one more hunt to do.
But perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was...
It's just back there.
Hang on, let me... I know we got the bands. Let me see... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I should have had that equipped. That's nice. Yeah, see, Mike, the ultimate weapon is 700 damage and 700 stagger. It's freaking insane. It's so nice. Plus, Mike, if you think about it this way, if you go through Final Fantasy mode, you'll be able to level and get a bunch of, you know, ability points like I have. So, pretty much, once I unlock Leviathan, I can almost immediately max up Leviathan and master it at this point. I almost have, like, 20,000 AP.
Father always fought for what he believed was right.
Yeah, he did.
It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting. To me...
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to be able to immediately max out Leviathan, because it's heavily speculated that we're going to be able to get Leviathan as a power.
We all have, Clive.
It's very, very...
We all have.
Very, very heavily hinted at.
And we'll
Since Leviathan's the only icon that we
that's what he would have wanted.
Technically didn't get access to in this game.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
His father's spirit still lingers.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then?
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Gives us another 4 million experience. And the Rusted Battle Helm. So now, with all intents and purposes, we should have access to the DLC. But for the time being, we need to return to... Yep, there it is. Just populated. It just populated. Yep, right there. Okay, we have a bunch of side missions to turn in here real fast, so let's go ahead and turn all this stuff in.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha!
Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Portazolder as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his, but yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
I love this, Uncle. I love Uncle Byron.
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with a Kashik?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen.
Yeah, Quinton, can you get some coral in this, please?
An alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends? I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
Quinton's just trying his best to actually get some agreement here, and it's just 2 old men just arguing with each other.
What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world
lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Best uncle ever in a video game. 5.3 mil experience. That's another level. 94. Triunity Accord. Alright, so that's that one.
What do you think that thing is? And how the hell is Sid gonna do
And I would have loved it if we did not have to freaking go up the thing here. What's gonna happen, man? Alright, so now we go this way. Because we got... yeah, all of our remaining missions have to get turned in this way. And then we have the one missive. Which the one missive is going to be the DLC.
Vivian.
And once we turn this in, we have our final hunt, which is in Waloed.
The book you lost.
I know that one's in Waloed because we haven't fought that one yet.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. in looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
That's all she really wants. She just wants the truth to actually be at the forefront. Like, I get it, you know, give people, like, the, you know, like, the prospect of, like, you know, something to believe in and something to kind of look forward to, but at the same time, you know, just don't give people something to just believe in for the sake of having to believe, you know. It's just, at that point, it's not even worth it, you know?